The market fluctuates, and the funding rate turns negative. Is the bull market really restricted this time? Musk and Trump quarreled late at night. The cryptocurrency circle plunged, and the stable paradise was launched on the 22nd. Meta shareholders collectively call for a halt to buying coins. Even BlackRock can't save it. Say goodbye to mnemonic anxiety. How does Tangem Wallet reshape crypto security with just one card? Will cryptocurrency trading freedom come in 2025? South Korean regulators give a sneak peek.
Friday, June 6th, BitcoinTV Chinese channel. Where is the coin chain? I am Michael. Let's start with the 24-hour data headlines of the cryptocurrency circle. Last night, the cryptocurrency circle was spoiled again. Musk and Trump quarreled directly on the social platform, causing the global market sentiment to explode instantly. US stocks closed down across the board, with technology stocks suffering the worst. As a result, our Bitcoin did not escape, falling all the way below the $102,000 mark, and Ethereum fell to $2,400. The picture is a bit ugly, but to be honest, this wave of callbacks was not entirely caused by the quarrel between these two big guys. The on-chain data had already given the signal. According to CryptoQuant data, net unrealized profit and loss NUPL, the indicator has recently dropped from 0.59 to 0.537, a drop of 11.3%. This means that there are many people who have made money in the short term in the market. When the price fell this time, everyone saw that there was profit and quickly took profits and ran away. As a result, a lot of people dumped the market, accelerating the decline. And from a technical point of view, BTC has been a bit weak since the end of May, and NUPL has also been falling synchronously. If it really approaches 0.5 or directly breaks, don't be surprised. Panic orders are likely to surge out. In the current situation, political drama and on-chain sentiment are a perfect acceleration package combination, and short-term risks cannot be underestimated. You can be a spectator when the big guys quarrel, but you have to be more careful about your positions. To be honest, veterans who have experienced several rounds of Bitcoin bull markets know that the rhythm of each round is different, but this bull market from 2024 to 2025 has really come out of its own mixed style. The 2017 wave was basically a rush all the way, with a pullback in the middle and late stages, and the overall rhythm was quite smooth. 2021 is quite special. When the epidemic just broke out, the market was suppressed at the beginning and fell for a long time, but then it rebounded really fiercely. What about this round? It's a bit strange. You think it's rising and it's pushed back with a whoosh from March to November 2024 and then to January to April 2025. Several strong rebounds did not stand firm, market sentiment jumped back and forth, and altcoins basically did not keep up with the rhythm. Isn't this a natural trend? Not necessarily. It's more like someone is deliberately stepping on the brakes to prevent the market from going crazy too fast. After all, everyone is afraid that the bubble will come too fiercely, and it will be over once it explodes. Therefore, the bull market is like a throttle valve that prevents it from soaring, but also prevents it from crashing. So don't rush to conclude that the bull market is over. It is still far from the climax of the bubble, and the real high-energy moment may be waiting for you later. As soon as the data was updated last night, CryptoQuant gave a direct signal that the funding rate of Bitcoin turned negative. The value is negative 0.001124, which is the first time it has turned negative in the past month. At the same time, Bitcoin also fell to $102,500, which means that all the gains in the past 2 weeks have been vomited back. The funding rate turned negative, which means that there are too many short sellers who are willing to pay for long sellers. This situation usually occurs when the market is suddenly afraid or there is bad news. This round of negative values is not accidental. On the one hand, Trump and Musk are fighting fiercely, which directly brought down the US stock technology sector and the currency circle. On the other hand, Bitcoin itself has been sideways at a high level for too long, and it is time to take a break technically. But don't rush to see the bottom of the bearish year. This wave is more like emotional risk aversion, not a trend reversal. As long as the storm is over and liquidity is restored, the funding rate may soon return to positive. The key point now is $104,000, which is the upper edge of the oscillation range a while ago. If Bitcoin can recover, it means that market confidence is beginning to recover. If it cannot break through, then we have to be careful about the price moving towards $97,000 to $99,000. Please like and follow us to sort out the latest developments in the currency circle, chain circle, and mining circle within 24 hours. Click the small bell to join the channel and become a member. You can receive the member wealth code from Monday to Friday. Last night, a late-night verbal battle was staged in the United States. The protagonists are Musk and Trump. The reason is that Musk recently officially withdrew from the government efficiency department, and the first thing he did after retiring was to open the microphone and spit on others. He fiercely criticized Trump's tax policy on the social network, saying that this thing will turn the United States into a debt slave, and predicted that the US economy will decline in the second half of the year. It's not enough to say that. He also directly broke the news. Trump may be related to the sex trafficking case of the late rich man Jeffrey Epstein, implying that Trump's name is on that mysterious list. This time, the social network exploded instantly. Of course, Trump was not to be outdone and immediately responded with a message: "I am really disappointed with Musk." The result is that the two of them went back and forth all night, swearing at each other from a distance, and neither of them gave in. Then what? Tesla fell more than 14%, and its market value shrank by $153 billion, setting a record for the largest single-day drop in history. The cryptocurrency circle is also very sensible. After watching this wave of political drama, it immediately plunged, and the blood pressure of the crypto market soared instantly. Do you think the political turmoil has a serious impact on the cryptocurrency market? How can ordinary investors not be carried away by this kind of falling after a quarrel of market sentiment? No matter who quarrels, the income must be stable. Find a backer who can withstand earthquakes such as BeWin. The market can be crazy, but the account must be stable.
According to BeWin's past earnings data, its products have performed steadily overall, taking into account both earnings and risk control. Whether it is a short-term project with flexible positioning or a medium and long-term product with a longer cycle, BeWin has demonstrated excellent return capabilities. Among them, the annualized yield of short-term products from BeWin number 1 to number 6 reached 21.90% to 32.04%, while BeWin number 7 to number 13 maintained between 10% and 23.59%. Currently, BeWin has launched the BeWin number 22 investment plan with a target annualized yield of 20% to 30% and a total subscription amount of 600,000 USDT. The product has officially opened for subscription at 2000 hours tonight.
In the stimulating and high-risk market of the cryptocurrency circle, how can we earn long-term returns steadily without being shaken by the market? This is really a question that most investors think about every day, and BeWin is here to help you solve this problem. BeWin's one-year long-term product has become the first choice for many old members. Because of the must-win strategy of the first 21 issues, each issue has really run out a beautiful report card. Everyone says that it is stable, reliable, and has high returns. If you are the type who pursues high returns but doesn't want to stay up late every day to watch the market and be scared, then this product is very suitable for you. BeWin is a combination of arbitrage strategy and strict risk control. The target annualized return is directly given to 30%. In the current cryptocurrency circle, where the market is ups and downs, there are not many products that can run this number. At present, this annual product has run 2 issues, and the data performance is still stable. Metaplanet, a Japanese company, is really determined to fight with Bitcoin. Today, it spent $117.5 million to buy 1,088 bitcoins, directly increasing its holdings to 8,888 bitcoins, with a market value of more than $930 million. The average price of one bitcoin is $108,000, which is quite a big deal. They said that their goal by the end of the year is to get 10,000 bitcoins, inspired by the Bitcoin nail households strategy. Of course, not every company can succeed in buying coins, and some companies may fall into traps. Let's see if Metaplanet can have the last laugh.
Every time I think about Bitcoin, I get really nervous that we're running out of time, certainly for the company to buy Bitcoin. We want to buy as much Bitcoin as we can before the price goes up.
Meta, a metaverse company also influenced by strategy, is SEC. A Bitcoin asset allocation proposal was submitted, suggesting that part of the company's $72 billion in cash and equivalents be converted into Bitcoin to hedge against inflation. However, the voting results were almost one-sided, with only 3.92 million shares in favor out of nearly 5 billion votes, accounting for only 0.08%. Despite the support votes from institutions such as BlackRock, the results still exposed Meta shareholders are highly conservative about highly volatile assets. Despite being cautious about cryptocurrency investments, Meta has not completely given up on the development of blockchain technology and is still researching related applications, such as stablecoin payment systems.
There are now 116 listed companies that have included Bitcoin in their assets, such as Strategy. More than 580,000 coins were bought directly, which is about $60.9 billion US, according to the current market value. Tesla has also been on the train early. However, technology giants like Meta and Amazon are more concerned about AI, using their money to buy chips and engage in cloud services, preparing to create a future on the road of AI. One is betting on digital gold, and the other is heavily invested in the battle of computing power. Whether it is Bitcoin or AI, who will have the last laugh? It is really hard to say now.
When encryption security meets the touch revolution, how can a card overturn the century-long war between cold wallets? From banning to allowing, South Korea's regulatory attitude has made a 180-degree turn.
In May 2024, Japan's DMM Bitcoin was visited by hackers, and more than 4,500 Bitcoins were directly looted from the hot wallet, which is almost $300 million. As of 2024, there have been 303 hacker attacks in the cryptocurrency field, a considerable number of which involved the theft of hot wallets. These attacks resulted in a total loss of up to $2.2 billion, an increase of about 21% from 2023. Hot wallets have become the main target of hackers due to their online status. The reason is also simple. Hot wallets are online every day. Hackers search for IP addresses and touch the interface and click to take away your coins.
Tangem wallet was designed with the concept of simplicity. We didn't want any extra cables, we didn't want any extra charger, we didn't want any extra screen. We built simply a plastic wallet with an NFC chip embedded inside, where you can just use your smartphone, tap and go, that's it.
In the Web3 world, where there are more wallets than people are becoming more and more aware of one thing. If you want to keep your coins, you have to hide far away, and it is best to hide them in a cold wallet. Although traditional hardware wallets have a loud name and are called e-safes for digital assets, they are a complete newbie nightmare package when you really use them. A long list of mnemonics, a lot of keys, and the operation is like ordering a menu with an old phone. Until Tangem wallet came out, it was as thin as a credit card, and encryption authorization could be done with a beep on the phone, so novices could get started without pressure. It does not use screens, buttons, or USB interfaces, but has a subtraction revolution, leaving only the core security. This small card, which is only 0.76 millimeters thick, contains the world's first civilian encryption chip that has obtained EAL6+ security certification, and its level is so high that passports have to give it a thumbs up.
Tangem Wallet supports more than 6,000 digital assets, covering 40 blockchains such as Bitcoin, USDT, USDC, Ethereum, and continues to expand new networks based on user needs. Through Wallet Connect, users can trade NFTs and mainstream tokens such as XRP, SOL, ADA, BNB, Doge, TRX, and access multiple NFT markets. Unlike traditional hardware wallets, Tangem does not require a recovery phrase, provides 2 backup cards to save a copy of the private key, and users can also customize the generated mnemonics. With the help of Tangem app and Wallet Connect, users can directly enter the DeFi platform and DApp and easily complete asset exchanges, purchases, and liquidation operations. Currently, a set of 3 cards is only $69.90, a set of 2 cards is only $54.90, a family set is only $139.80, and a Tangem ring with a card is only $160. Now use the BTV exclusive code BTV8888. Enjoy 20% off on purchases.
We wanted to make digital assets management much more something simple and much more secure for anybody out there. As a result, since we have been established from 2017, we do not have any hacking incidents till now.
Tangem is not an ordinary wallet. Even its wallet is made to look like a magic prop. The official website says that the Tangem card is not a cold storage device. It is your Web3 house key, compared with the traditional old-school wallets of USB thumb plus small black screen plus mnemonics. Tangem is designed by a product manager from the future. It is simple, direct, and not afraid of you forgetting the words. What's even more explosive is Tangem's 3rd-generation product, the encrypted ring Tangem Ring, which is an innovative hardware wallet that integrates NFC technology and security chips. Users only need to bring the ring close to the NFC area of the phone to easily access the wallet and complete the transaction signature. The built-in security chip in the ring will automatically generate a private key when activated and store it permanently inside the device, never leaving, to ensure the safety of assets. Tangem also provides a complete set, including a ring and 2 backup cards. Users can back up their private keys to the cards to prevent the risk of loss or accidental damage. Today's South Korean election, each candidate knows more about cryptocurrency quotes than the other. Lee Jae-myung, the frontrunner, not only wants to legalize spot ETFs, but also plans to let pension funds across the country speculate in cryptocurrencies, which is equivalent to national FOMO. He also wants to issue a lot of Korean won stablecoins, saying that this is the only way to stop capital outflows and make the financial system more fashionable. Why is he working so hard? To put it bluntly, it's because Korean retail investors are too aggressive and there are too many people in the cryptocurrency circle, so it's impossible not to make some policies.
After South Korea lifted restrictions on institutional crypto trading, World Vision became the first non-profit organization to trade cryptocurrencies. On June 1st, the organization successfully sold 0.55 ETH on Upbit, worth about $1,396.5. The transaction was officially announced by Upbit's parent company Dunamu.
With Election Day slated for tomorrow, presidential contenders are making their final pitches at this hour.
Your vote is the start of real change, turning despair into hope, division into unity, and stagnation into growth. Trust Lee Jae-myung, a loyal and capable public servant who has always delivered results through action. I'll get the job done.
South Korea's Financial Regulatory Agencies, FSC. It was announced that from June 1st, certain nonprofit organizations and registered exchanges can sell legally acquired crypto assets on local platforms, including donations and fee income sources. The FSC plans to further relax regulations in the second half of 2025 to allow listed companies and professional investment institutions to participate in crypto transactions.
This wave in South Korea is really reversing faster than the plot. Didn't anyone who engaged in encryption go to jail before? Park Sang-ki issued a ban, locking all institutions out, and even exchanges were scared by various high-pressure supervisions and dared not move. But now you see, World Vision has come to sell coins, which is equivalent to setting an example for everyone. It is legal to put it on the chain. The number of users in the Korean crypto circle has exceeded 16 million, and the trading volume always overwhelms the domestic stock market. Once the wind direction changes, maybe even pension funds will come to the chain to make a move in the future.
Trump then responded strongly on the Truth Social platform, saying that Musk made his fortune on government subsidies, but has no gratitude at all, and questioned his erratic political stance. Justin Sun, founder of Tron, recently announced on the X platform that 50.2% of the total global USDT supply has been deployed on the Tron network. CoinFlip, an operator of the global Bitcoin ATM network, is considering selling the company and has hired financial advisors to seek buyers. According to Decrypt, the Meta Supervisory Committee ordered on Thursday to remove an AI-forged video ad featuring Brazilian football legend Ronaldo that misled users into participating in an online game called Plinko and made false promises of earnings. China Renaissance Capital, a Hong Kong-listed company, disclosed that the Huaxing New Economy Fund it manages had invested in Circle in 2018. The company will continue to be optimistic about the development of blockchain technology and actively explore its layout in the fields of Web 3.0 and cryptocurrency assets.
Okay, the above is the main content of today's program. Our channel focuses on valuable news in the currency circle, chain circle, and mining circle. There are news information and in-depth special reports. If you think our channel is valuable, you are welcome to forward and follow it. You can also become our member and receive the member wealth code from Monday to Friday. Let us become rich together and add a zero to our assets in the bull market. See you tomorrow.